fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. His first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run with Hines. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. This is Hines. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bell. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Now the 2nd-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. 58, right over there.
This is Grant. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
180. Check, you know it. Come on, dude.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Tim Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double dip. 94 is a mark. He can't hang. He's not going to give me the right.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. Ebron caught left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check out.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And some space here. 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 49 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. Turn up.
And they'll try the jet sweep here.
Go. It's run.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
180. Check, 59. I'm coming after you.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch the run.
From the gun, Bell. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bell. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Ryan Succop for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Strong right. Even. 4th down. Even. Hey, 4-1 Mike. Come on, baby.
Throwing after the interception. Bell. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Mike 41.
first and 10. Bell, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 94.
Throwing again on second and 10. Bell. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It got his man complete. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Draw play. This is Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Bell. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Bell. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now it's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Broken tackle. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Off play action. Bell. Going deep here for Landry. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Titans' 32-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bell, Campbell making the catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Hines. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Back to throw. Bell. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Set, ready. 70 inches. Zoom, zoom. Let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Back. 66. Pull it. Now.
To throw on second down. Bell looking deep here for Ebron. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. He finds an opening past the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Like that. 180. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Like that.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Mayfield on play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On second down, it's Grant, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mayfield, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
All day, dog.
Now Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's Mayfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 39. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field away.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Bell. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Titans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go back to Grant, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there playing keep away.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Set, 20. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll run on first down. Grant. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Grant, 43 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Mayfield down. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
It's going to be a long day. Let's go. SOS. Watch twist. 94 is the mark.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
41 Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 41 Mike. Watch the slant. 41.
On 3rd down, Bell. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Nice hit, boy.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
No. Watch out. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
To throw on 3rd down. Bell. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Check three.
They will run with Grant. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Colts, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the